Jim Gray, Talking to Goats, the moments you remember and the stories you never heard. Dive into the thrilling world of broadcasting with Jim Gray's Talking to Goats, where he shares his experiences interviewing some of the greatest athletes and world leaders. Get an insider's look at Gray's unexpected break into the industry with a chance interview with boxing icon Muhammad Ali, and learn about his unique approach to being a good interviewer. From exploring racial discrimination in sports to uncovering the drive and determination of top athletes, this book summary transports you into the lives of some of the most influential and inspiring figures.
A chance encounter with a legend. In 1978, an 18-year-old sports intern at a TV station in Denver, Jim Gray, interviewed the famous boxer Muhammad Ali. Despite having no prepared questions, Gray recorded a 32-minute interview with Ali by simply asking him questions based on his previous answers. The interview kickstarted Gray's broadcasting career and gave him the opportunity to work for two prominent boxing promoters. Gray learned the secret to being a good interviewer: listening. Breaking records and barriers. Sports journalist Jim Gray shares his insights on the racial discrimination that baseball player Hank Aaron faced while breaking Babe Ruth's career home run record, highlighting his resilience and integrity in the face of adversity. On April 8, 1974, the career home run record of the legendary baseball player Babe Ruth was broken by Hank Aaron, a black man. While some saw this as a groundbreaking moment in sports history, others were disappointed that Ruth's record had been broken by a player of color. In this book summary, sports journalist Jim Gray shares his personal experiences with Aaron and sheds light on the racial discrimination he faced as a record-breaking athlete. Gray saw firsthand how Aaron's achievements were ignored by the sport's governing body, Major League Baseball, and how he struggled to find work despite holding the most prestigious record in the game. He also witnessed Aaron's resilience and integrity in the face of overt racism and death threats. Gray recalls an incident at a restaurant in 1991, where Aaron and his wife were kept waiting for almost an hour while Gray and his group were seated immediately. Even when they were finally seated, they were escorted to a table at the back until Gray spoke up and demanded they be given a table on the waterfront. When Gray had the opportunity to interview Aaron, he was keen to talk about race and baseball. Aaron shared his experiences of being treated unfairly and spoke candidly about other black players who faced similar discrimination. Gray expected praise from his CBS boss for the interview, but instead, he was pulled from network coverage of the World Series that year. Gray concluded that the MLB commissioner must have complained. In conclusion, Gray's interactions with Hank Aaron shed light on the racial discrimination faced by record-breaking athletes of color, highlighting their resilience and inspiring generations to come. Ben Johnson's disgrace. Ben Johnson won the 100 meters at the 1988 Seoul Olympics and set a new world record. But within 24 hours, he failed a drug test for stanozolol and was disqualified, with the gold medal going to Carl Lewis. Jim Gray, a young journalist covering the Olympics, broke the story for NBC and won his first Emmy for his report on Johnson. This event was only the beginning of a widespread steroid scandal that also affected other sports, including baseball and track and field athlete Marion Jones. Tiger's first interview. Tiger Woods was interviewed at the age of 9 by Charles Gray, a freelancer who marveled at his raw talent and ambition. Gray produced an ESPN report which later led to Nike using the famous quote about Tiger's ambition. Tiger's relationship with Gray remained cordial despite a legal dispute, and his predictions came true. He won all the majors and beat all the pros. Gray once believed Tiger would never win again, but he rallied to win 2 majors in 2018 and 2019, which the author of the book rates as one of the greatest comebacks in history. Tom Brady, the quest for perfection. Tom Brady, the most successful American football quarterback, achieved his 9 Super Bowl titles and accolades through hard work, discipline, and determination to achieve perfection. Despite being an underdog in his college years and drafted at the 199th pick, Brady shone as the youngest quarterback to lead his team to Super Bowl victory. Today, he remains committed to a healthy lifestyle, emphasizing hydration and flexibility. With his steely determination, Brady has won 6 Super Bowl victories with the New England Patriots and 3 more championships, becoming the oldest quarterback to win a Super Bowl in NFL history. Jim Gray was impressed by Brady's quest for perfection, which led him to become the best quarterback to ever play the game. Gray's encounters with world leaders. A birthday present of interviewing Gorbachev led to Gray's interviews with various world leaders, including 9 U.S. presidents. Through broadcaster Larry King, Gray met South African leader Mandela and heard about his prison anecdotes. Gray developed a warm relationship with Bill Clinton, attending a dinner to honor the baseball player Hank Aaron on the same day as Clinton's impeachment trial. Witnessing the Dream Team. In the book, the author shares his experience as a witness to the Dream Team's greatest game before the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona. The Dream Team was a star-studded U.S. basketball team that brought together the best players of all time, including Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, and Charles Barkley. The team's pre-Olympic training camp took place in Monte Carlo, where an intense scrimmage between Jordan and Magic's teams resulted in a 40-36 victory for Jordan's team. The author highlights that this was no ordinary scrimmage as both sides were determined to win and establish their dominance. Jordan's announcement that "there's a new sheriff in town" after the victory added to the excitement. The Dream Team went on to dominate the Olympic Games by winning every game by at least 32 points, becoming one of the most memorable teams in basketball history. The interview that exposed the Lakers' rivalry. Jim Gray, a friend of basketball star Kobe Bryant, conducted an interview that exposed the rivalry between Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal during their time on the Los Angeles Lakers. Bryant vented his frustrations with O'Neal, revealing his shortcomings, which caused tension between the two. Gray cut a controversial comment from the interview before it aired and informed O'Neal ahead of time, causing O'Neal to refer to him as Traitor Gray. Gray also had a strained relationship with the Lakers coach, Phil Jackson, after the interview. Despite this, Gray and Bryant remained close, and Gray recalls the day of Bryant's death as one of the worst of his life. Bryant hoped to be remembered as a talented overachiever who worked hard despite his natural talent.
In A Talking to Goats, Jim Gray takes you on a captivating journey through his illustrious career in sports broadcasting. Gray's encounters with sports legends such as Muhammad Ali, Hank Aaron, and Tom Brady, along with world leaders like Mikhail Gorbachev and Nelson Mandela, showcase the power of meaningful conversations and a relentless pursuit of excellence. The book reveals important lessons on listening, resilience, and integrity from these remarkable stories. It serves as a testament to the significance of sports and the influential impact figures like these have had on society.